Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tarantula Cloud number 17. This is Dale tonight, and we have mostly feedings in this video. Some interesting and unique things happen in this vid. I explain what you're seeing here later. Let's get started. We'll start this Tarantula Cloud with fire, my Brachypama Vagans, the Mexican red rump. Around a little bit over 4 inches now, molted here, and this is a couple weeks after she molted, and this is what you were seeing to open up this cloud. I don't know what was going on. I mean, obviously what she's trying to get at this worm, but normally she just bursts around that leaf and this Mario worm is dead instantly, but this was interesting to watch. Very strange attack from her. Like I said, she's very vicious, and usually when something falls in there, it's gone. She has incredible accuracy, but for some reason that leaf was giving her a little problem. But that's alright. I mean, she's looking amazing, and the deformities she had from the last molt are all gone now. Here's Millennium, Pulchripes Metallica, the Goody Sapphire ornamental. And as we take a look at this amazing looking tea, you can really appreciate the beauty of Goody Sapphires. And here's her feeding. Mentioned it before, I love this tank to film pokies. I think Exoteros are perfect for pokies, especially if you like to view them and film them. She's not sexed yet. I'm not quite sure what sex this one is quite yet. I'm leaning towards the female, but it could easily be a male. Really hard to tell right now, but absolutely gorgeous tea. Didn't used to have the biggest of appetites, especially for a pokey, but now she's starting to really fill out because she's eating more, so that's great. Alright, next up we have Rogue, my Chacoana, the Bolivian salmon pink, and as you can see, this one molted. Actually molted very close to my B Vagans, and talking about appreciating beauty on a tea, this one looks amazing. And this is about a week after molting, getting her first meal. She was extremely hungry. She's a vicious eater to begin with, so that's a hit. I mean, this tea is starting to look better and better every time it molts. And this is 2 weeks after that initial feeding. She is such a vicious eater. Worms or crickets, doesn't matter. She destroys them. She's awesome. That's another hit. Definitely a female. Great tea to own. Here's Genesis, Eupaelastrus Campestratus, the Trinidad Chevron. Hasn't been featured too much lately. Her feeding responses have really kind of gone down as far as vicious attacks. Like you see, this is a little more aggressive, but she's really coming into her own as she gets bigger. She is actually a very sweet tarantula now compared to what she used to be like. You know, if you see my older tea clouds, you know her nickname is Genesis Nemesis, because she was actually the most difficult tea for me as far as escaping, threat postures, all kinds of trouble. But she's really cool now as far as her attitude and her temperament. She's awesome, and she's absolutely beautiful. Here's Eclipse, Brachypama albopilosum, the Honduran curly hair. This one molted around the same time as the Chacoana and the B Vagans, and this one has really turned into a beautiful curly hair. It's almost astonishing and unbelievable looking, you know, these teas in general, because of the hairs and how just strange they look, but in such a beautiful way. These are really great teas, and there's some out there who don't appreciate them for their full beauty and think they look kind of strange, but I think they're just marvelous looking teas. And this is her getting her first meal about a little over a week after she molted. And you can take a look at that carapace, the patterns on it. She's really starting to look amazing. Confirmed female. One of my favorite teas in my collection. And no, I do not handle her because she's one of my favorites because of her beauty, and I love her, but not because she's a nice girl. She's actually can be pretty mean sometimes. Here's Scarlet, Acanthoscurria geniculata, the Brazilian giant white knee. Another female, and looking amazing. This is her in her new enclosure. This used to be my Pac-Man frogs enclosure, and I swapped them, so she's got a lot more room now. Here's Baby Gray, a Phonopelma calcodes, the desert blonde. Immature male, and this is his future mate, desert blonde. This is Venus. There's one cricket for her, two crickets for her, and finally a third, and there was actually a fourth one, but I couldn't see that one. The crickets were very small that came in at my for what I bought, so she ended up getting some crickets. Normally I give her a worm, but her rump is pretty huge right now. Here's Callisto, Vicularia versicolor, the Antilles, or some call the Martinique pink toe. Didn't capture the attack, but this is actually a few days before she molted, and she's looking even better now. Here's Fahrenheit, Brachypalma Boehmei, the Mexican fireleg. She's going to be getting a rehouse soon. I should say he, most likely male. Couldn't confirm it on the last molt, but this guy is growing like a weed right now. And body type, everything is just leaning towards a male. And as you can see there, yes, that's two different types of prey. I don't normally do that. That was a little mealworm that he had, and there was a cricket thrown in there afterwards, and he took both of them down, no problem. Actually, the B Vagans earlier in this shot, if you look, had that Mario worm, and then I gave her a cricket as well, just to see if she would take it down. I don't normally do that, but here's Phoenix, Brachypalma emilia, the Mexican painted redleg. This is a female. She's around 3.5 inches right now. Slow grower, but absolutely beautiful. Ocean Storm, Chromatopelma cyanopubescens, the green bottle blue, molted about a month ago, I believe. And the adult colors are all there. Not as they're not as there as far as full adult colors, but they're there now finally. Doesn't look like lost all the sling color, if you want to call it that. It's a very awesome looking tea. Lady Dillinger, Eupaelastrus Campestratus, the pink zebra beauty, or the PZB. And this is going to be a very, very good eater when she gets older. She eats like crazy. I mean, very vicious attacks, and she's also a very sweet tarantula. Small still, she's around 1.5 inches right now. Just rehoused her into a mini critter keeper, and she's starting to get some of those trademark colors. And she's awesome. She's very sweet tea. Cotton Candy, Grammostola Maule, the Chilean Gold Fluff. Haven't seen this one in a while. You can see the bald spot on her rump. I don't think she's close to molting right now. She's probably still a ways off from molting, but she's getting there. I'm curious to see what this is going to look like when she molts. Here's Brownie, Grammostola Pulchripes, the Choco Gold Knee. And she's awesome. These are one of my favorite species in the hobby. And most likely, this one is probably a male. And my other one, Star, who I thought was going to be the male, looking like he's actually the female. So we had to see how that goes. I couldn't confirm molts with these two. They both molted recently and couldn't confirm either one. Here's Queen, Grammostola rosea, the Chilean rose. This is my very, very first tarantula I ever owned. My buddy Guitar Guy 1031 was actually with me when I got this tarantula. It was the first time I bought one. He helped me out with it. He had been in the hobby a little bit longer than I have. Here's Whisper, Grammostola rosea, and the Chilean rose. And she is a very, very sweet tarantula. One of the sweetest in my collection. Absolutely love this tarantula. Here's Willow, Pamphobeteus fortis, a giant Colombian brown. This is a beast of a tarantula. This thing's going to get huge. And I can't wait for it to get to its full adult size. Just an awesome tea. Underrated. Pandora, Paraphysa euathlus, species unknown. I'm gonna take a quick look at her. And I address some issues I had. There was someone out there who who thought this might be a E. truculentus or a P. scrophra. You can take a really good look here. It's definitely not a scrophra. No pink coloration. The patterns. One of the key features about this tea, as far as the unknown, is it's not really picking up here because of the webs. You can kind of see it right there. This is a very fluffy tarantula. I call it like a. I mean, sometimes the hairs get so long in the right lighting. When you look at her, I mean, she almost looks like a curly hair. Some of the hairs get longer. They're a little bit shorter now. She's not a hair kick or anything, but definitely not an E. truculentus, and it's definitely not a P. scrophra. It is definitely an unknown species. Most likely a hybrid between a euathlus species and a Paraphysa species, but so far still an unknown species. And we'll end this vid with Raven, the Pulchripes Campstratus, Haitian brown bird eater. Didn't capture the attack, but he just kind of folded up his food or her food into like a little whatever that is, Subway sandwich. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have a good one.